Hey, welcome back to Vail Live. We apologize for technical difficulties. That little hamster falls off the wheel sometimes, but Rachel got it, wrangled it, put it right back on there. So we appreciate you guys sticking around and being patient with us here on our little show here. So thanks for being here. We're going to take a quick look at the weather. As I mentioned, coming in this morning, it was pretty chilly. I think one of the reasons it's chilly, we got a lot of humidity happening right now. But temperatures starting out the day in the mid-teens, and those temperatures will start to go up. Oh, here's something I want to mention. As we don't have any major things happen, snow will come on Wednesday, but this is something really cool. If you guys like space and things, outer space happenings, January 12th, mark your calendar. There is a comet coming back around towards Earth that'll probably be visible with the naked eye on January 12th. And here's the cool thing. This comet has not come around in 50,000 years, which means last time this comet came by Earth, our ancient ancestors and Neanderthals were ones looking at it probably in the night sky as they sat over their campfires around their caves. How cool is that? 50,000 years, every 50,000 years it comes through. So January 12th, mark your calendars. Next chance to snow here is probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So definitely do your snow dance because we can use some. We haven't seen much snow in the last few days, but there's a look at the totals right there. Not much, a little bit of dustings here and there. The conditions are fabulous. As Heather was saying, she was up just yesterday, and the conditions are really terrific. In the next few days, maybe 8 inches, maybe double digits. You never know what can happen as those storms sometimes get stuck here in the mountains. They kind of bounce around the peaks, and we tend to see more than we might think. Vail, possibly another 8 inches there as well. But we'll see what happens. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday that storm comes through, and then the next chance is not till the following week. So we'll see what happens with that as well. What's really interesting here is the temperatures can sometimes get too cold for it to snow, which is kind of weird. So you really want those temperatures in the high 20s, maybe even low 30s to get that nice heavy snowfall. If it gets real chilly, it almost turns too cold to snow. So we'll see what happens. Let's take it up to Heather Blackman. She's up in Beaver Creek. Heather, what's happening up there in the old Beeve?
Still kind of quiet here, but I headed up toward Hay Meadow just to kind of see what was going on. This is at Beginner's Lift, a great place to start when somebody's coming to visit for the first time. But yeah, the dog running around, getting some exercise, and that's probably the most active activity that I've seen so far this morning.
That's no action. You don't hear something funny. When I first moved here in 1989, that was my first job, was working that chairlift right there. And it was not a quad. It wasn't a high-speed quad when I worked. You had to really wrangle those chairs for the beginners. But that's my first job right there. So, yeah, it definitely looks quiet. Although, looking over your shoulder, it looks like the sun is getting ready to peek over that hill. So we're going to have a gorgeous morning happening right behind you as well.
Oh, and the sky is blue. I mean, I think it's going to be really nice as it starts to warm up today. I mean, it's quite beautiful. You can get a little alpenglow behind me. You guys can't see it where I'm looking at, but just starting to hit the top of Strawberry, and it's going to be a gorgeous day.
Love it.
A little bit warmer.
I think it'll come up, especially when that sun pops up. It's going to be nice. And just a reminder to our viewers, if you're new to the area, make sure you get your sunscreen on. I was in line with a kid the other day, very young boy, and he turned to his dad. They were talking about the sunscreen or something like that, and he goes, "Dad, I don't need sunscreen. It's wintertime." And that's not the case, especially up here in the mountains.
Definitely not.
You're going to see serious ultraviolet light, especially at this altitude. So make sure you get your sunscreen on. Hey, we're going to take a look at a piece we just ran, but of course we had some technical difficulties. And I want to make sure you hear this because this is a great series that Tricia Swenson is working on recipes and things you can make your house. So check this out.
We're going to cook those today. We have Christine Pierangeli with us. She's a certified master nutrition therapist. This is pretty easy, only 3 ingredients, but it's whole foods. That's what's so important in a healthy diet these days.
That's right. As a nutrition therapist, I'm always trying to get people to incorporate more whole foods, more complex carbohydrates, less refined carbohydrates, right? Because back to blood sugar balance, the more complex carbohydrates, fiber, healthy fats, and protein that we have in a recipe, the more even and stable our blood sugar is going to be.
And we're going to be happier throughout the day.
That's right.
Okay.
No hangries.
So no hangries here. Okay, so we've got some almond flour.
Almond flour, great source of all 3, fiber, healthy fats, and protein. So that's a great flour to use. And then an egg, lots of healthy fats, choline, good for the brain, and protein as well. And what we will add to that is some cauliflower rice that we've sauteed. Okay. And then I sauteed this in some avocado oil, really great oil with a high smoking point. So take that off, combine it up.
And then we had a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper.
A little bit of garlic, little salt and pepper. get a little bit of flavor and you know, use the amount that makes sense to you. You're the one spicing your food up, and use what you like. So really simple, just have to combine these ingredients well. Gets a little pasty, that's completely fine.
Yeah, because you want it to bind together,
It's
so
got
it can
egg is your binder,
so it can support the avocado and the toppings
right.
we'll be putting on after.
That's right. So you get to decide how you want them to cook. If aesthetics are important to you.
All right, so we had the oven at 350. We had these in there for 10 to 12 minutes. We flipped them over for another 10 to 12. We're ready to go with the avocado topping.
That's right. So to add more healthy fats and some more veggies, you can top these with a little bit of avocado.
And then we've got some fun veggies here, whether you want to do a little cucumber action.
You could even do hard-boiled eggs.
Oh yeah, great idea.
Some colorful tomatoes to make it appetizer or dinner, snack,
Okay.
anything in between.
All right, well, if you want to find out more about healthy eating, profound wellness.fit, or check out the recipe in the Vail Daily.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors, and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome to Knapp Harvest and the beautiful bounty of Knapp Harvest. We have here a lot of local produce, organic, from our hardworking farmers up and down the valley. So look at all the different apples. We work with all sorts of different apples. If you haven't ever done an apple tasting, it's a great idea. Please come here for the freshest produce possible. We have recipe ideas. We have fresh Knapp Ranch mushrooms to put in your stuffing or whatever you'd like to create. Come see us. You can get everything from your fresh flowers on the table all the way to desserts. So Knapp Harvest is located in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road, right next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week. Come see us for all your gifts and stocking stuffer needs. We have lots and lots of gifts as well.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Hey, mark your calendars a week from yesterday. So this upcoming Saturday the 14th, there's an event happening in Avon. It's an incredible fireworks and Avon display. There it is right there. Doors open at 5:30, and actually when they're going to start serving complimentary hot chocolate and schnapps and things like that while supplies last. So that's key right there, while supplies last. The fireworks start at 6 o'clock right there at Nottingham Lake. It's going to be an amazing evening. Hopefully the weather will hold, because I don't know if you've ever seen fireworks in the wintertime, but they're really, really gorgeous. With all the snow everywhere, it just like echoes those colors and sounds and sights all around with all that white snow. It's really going to be a fantastic event. They are doing special busing for this, so make sure you check on that. The least amount of cars in the area, better. So maybe think about considering taking the bus in or Uber or something like that. Also, this is a no pet event for many reasons. You don't want your dogs there, including the fireworks. So that's definitely an event you want to check out. Again, that is you get avon.org. I believe you can check that out. But it's the fireworks display this upcoming Saturday, the 14th. At Avon right there. Right now, we're going to take it back up to Heather. She is in Beaver Creek. Now, Heather, have you ever been up there in Beaver Creek for the Thursday night lights and seen the fireworks they've done in the past there in Beaver Creek on the mountain?
I have, and it's nice they do that all the time. I think it's every week if I'm not mistaken here.
Yep, Thursday night lights, yeah.
Really cool event. Yeah, and I have been to the one in Avon before too, and I completely agree with you. It's really a neat event, and the whole town comes out, so it's nice and busy and just kind of a festive thing. I actually kind of like it better than having it the 4th of July, just because it's different.
Well, we don't have to worry about fires, for starters, because everything's covered in several feet of snow. But it really is a terrific event. I mean, fireworks over any kind of snow and ice is really a terrific thing to watch anyway. You and I were just chatting prior a few minutes ago, and you were standing in front of those pieces of artwork right down there along the ice rink in Beaver Creek, those beautiful flowers that light up at nighttime. And we actually have this really cool piece that Rachel pulled up. We're going to check this out. Tricia Swenson had a chance to talk to a lot of the artists and people responsible for putting these shows together. Give us a little behind the scenes of the art walk throughout Beaver Creek Village. So check this out.
Here we are. We're in Snowed In. This is the 10-foot diameter snow globe, and it's part of Beaver Creek Wonder. And we're going to walk you around and show you these great art installations that are going to be year-round, winter and summer. They wanted them to be very interactive and very photo-worthy, Instagram-worthy. And the cool thing about this, it's a 10-foot diameter globe, and it's made out of 152 of these pieces of tempered glass. And then you can see a little bit of the design and the facets that look like snowflakes as well. And then if you come on inside, we have composite flooring, stainless steel globe, and look at the lighting. This is so cool to come in here at night. And check it out. The acoustics are absolutely perfect. This is Chips. It resembles a laundry truck, a mail truck, ice cream truck. What they plan to do with it is serve chocolate chip cookies out the window on both sides. Lining the truck, we've got these really cool acrylic pieces, giving it this frosty look, and that carries over to the windows as well. But if you hop in, it's summertime. We've got the green grass, we've got the seats for you, and the paneling is pine beetle kill wood. I've seen keys in it, I've just never seen anyone drive it. This one is called Reflections, and for good reason. You can see reflection in any of the 26 skis that are located in the plaza. They're dug deep down into the plaza to keep these things upright. They're made of stainless steel and polished stainless steel. The highest one is 9 feet, and it spans 21 feet across the plaza. The frost flowers offer a little bit of shade day, but at night they are lit up by colorful LED lights. This is such a cool thing to look at. The petals are reminiscent of snowflakes and the biology of flowers. These are made of stainless steel and aluminum. The tallest one is 27 feet high and weighs 2,600 pounds. This piece of art is called Super G, and it pays homage to the Super G and down races that we have every year on the Birds of Prey. But this is a huge goggle. It is 7 feet wide by 8 feet tall. We've got an acrylic lens that changes colors with LED lighting once the sun goes down. And then the rest of the frame of the strap is made out of aluminum and carbon fiber.
Moet Vending for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. We are actually here at our studios at the Grand Hyatt Vail. If you haven't made your way down here, it's a fantastic property, and there's a chairlift right here that almost never gets used, Chair 20. So definitely make your way down here and check out all the facilities here. Terrific stuff. A really beautiful, beautiful property. Looking at the weather right now, temperature's still pretty chilly. It's only in the mid-high teens right now throughout the valley, pretty much throughout the county. 11 over here in Vail. That may have come up a little bit since we did that board this morning. 13 over in Beaver Creek, but temperature's still pretty chilly. You want to layer up today for sure. I'll say it once. I've said it once, and I'll say it again for sure as well. Make sure you never want to be up there and go, I really wish I would have put on that last thermal shirt or those long johns. It's better to have it and not need it than to get up there and wish you had put those layers on. Chilly today. It's not going to get super warm. That sun will probably pop out at some point. The new snow, we haven't seen much in the last couple of days, maybe a dusting here and there. We're hoping in the next few days to see another 8 inches, maybe double digits. We'll see what happens. That's both Vail and Beaver Creek. Not a ton of snow, though. Conditions right now are the best we've had in many, many years. I think we have a base of somewhere, or we've seen around 12 or 13 feet of snow since we've been measuring back in November. So conditions are terrific if you want up there. Here's a look ahead the next few days up here in the high country. 33 today, tomorrow with a few clouds coming through, and then there's Tuesday into Wednesday. That's the real hope. There's Tuesday, a high of 36. Don't let that worry you too much. As I was mentioning before, sometimes those temperatures need to be right there in low 30s, mid-low 30s, or maybe high 20s for that those storms to really drop that snow. If it gets too cold, it can actually keep the snow from falling, which is an odd thing, but that's actually what happens. You know, there's another event happening. It happens every Sunday on Vail Mountain, something really unique, something you want to try, especially if you have the kids. It's the Dine with Dogs event that happens on Vail Mountain, and this is a pretty cool event. You get to go up on the mountain, and with courtesy of Helly Hansen, they invite you to grab an early lunch up on top of Vail Mountain, meet members of Vail Ski Patrol and their avalanche dogs. Yes, they are a real thing. That's not just something you see in cartoons. We have a lot of avalanches up here in the high country, and those dogs do an amazing job saving people, finding people. So it's a really, really cool event. Like I said, if you have kids, you want to go up there, or if you're just interested in the Vail Ski Patrol and the avalanche dogs, this is a really, really neat. It happens between 10:30 and 11:30 every Sunday to go up there and meet the pros. And you can find that on discovervail.com, and it's just a very unique. We have all kinds of unique events up here in the Vail Valley, so if you want to try something a little bit different, Dine with Dogs might be the way to go. I think we're going to take it up to Heather. She's up there in Beaver Creek. There she is standing. Oh, you're right in front of the Villar Center there, right? You make your way down there, the Villar Performing Arts Center. Heather, have you seen any shows at the Villar Performing Arts Center?
Oh, yes. And this year we went to see Veronica Swift. So that was right before Christmas, and it was a great show. But we come here as often as we possibly can.
It's a terrific venue. They're actually celebrating their 25th anniversary this winter. And if you get on their site, it's Villar, VILAR-PAC, Performing Arts Center. Villar PAC, there it is right there, .org. They have a tremendous calendar of events and shows, concerts, theater, stand-up comedians, you name it. They have a long list. And here's the coolest thing, they're constantly adding people. So you never know who's going to all of a sudden just show up in town. Sometimes it's a big name that at the last minute had an opening, and then maybe they want to come up here and ski, and they squeeze a little work in while they're here. Celebrating 25 years, the Villar Performing Arts Center is a fantastic spot. And as Heather was just saying, she just saw a show up there recently. There is not a bad seat in the house. It's not a gigantic theater, and so it's really one of those places. There's some shots of it right there. They have bars, serve drinks, terrific, very comfortable venue. We've seen some great shows up there, and they continue to provide amazing entertainment up there at the Villar Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek. Are there any shows coming up, Heather, that you might want to consider checking out? Is there anything that you've seen on the events calendar you might want to go check out?
There's one coming up. We haven't booked tickets yet, but to Bella Fleck and the Symphony Orchestra. I think that would be an amazing one. And
That'll
like
be a
you said,
terrific show.
it's such a nice small venue. You always get just really great sound. And I believe they even just upgraded the sound system here.
They
So
did. I
it's
believe
even
it's
better than it
they
has
put in
been
a
the
half a
past.
million
Yeah.
bucks, $500,000 for that thing. And our own Leah Miller was up there and she heard it and she's like, it was stellar. So it's going to be an incredible system, no doubt. I mean, they always do it top notch. Again, look at the events and things happening. And of course, over the holidays, they always do incredible things. They had the Nutcracker. They had all kinds of great holiday performances and theater and concerts during just recently. So that's something they do around the events calendar throughout the entire year. It's a really, really terrific spot to go see an event for sure. I think we're going to take it to a break right now, Rachel. We're going to take it to a quick break, and we'll be checking back in with you and see what Heather's got going up there in Beaver Creek. So stick with us. You're watching Vail Valley Live.
Hi, my name is Carrie Maywack, and I'm with the Eagle Valley Library District, and today I'm at our Eagle branch featuring our Spark Studio. So this is our maker space lab, or the place where you can come try new technology. We have software, hardware, pretty much anything that you can use to make and create. We have some sort of version in our maker space. Thanks for checking out the Spark Studio with me today. Make sure to come back to the Eagle Public Library and check it out for yourself.
Elevated savings.
Outlets of Silverthorne, just a stone's throw down the street right. If you want to do a little more shopping, they got some great stuff down there. Hey, taking a look at your weather right now. Still kind of chilly starting out the morning. If you're at home, there's no real rush to make your way up there for the 8:30 chairlift opening. Take a little time. Definitely get layered up. Temperatures are only in the teens right now, and they'll climb a little bit throughout the day. They might not break 30, but it's going to be colder feeling because we got a lot of humidity happening right now. So as I mentioned before, and I will say again, the layering up is going to be the key to being comfortable today. You don't want to be up on the mountain and start feeling cold to the bone or chill. That really affects your skiing and your snowboarding. So make sure you're plenty warm. So get layered up for that. There's a look at snow. Not a whole lot happened in the last few days. We're hoping another 8 inches in the next few days. Tuesday into Wednesday will be the next chance of precipitation happening, and it never hurts to get out and do your snow dance for sure. We will take every bit of snow we can get, and that's both around Beaver Creek and around Vail. We're hoping for that 8, maybe 10 inches. You never know what can happen with those storms. They sometimes get stuck here and around the mountains. They bounce around, and instead of moving through, they'll hit the Gore Range and kind of hang out and just drop more snow. So that's pretty good. Hey, in continuing our series in food and dining, Vail Valley Live's own Ty Diaz had a chance to stop by a really great little restaurant right there in Lions Head called El Segundo. Take a look at this piece that he had to find over there.
It's actually El Sabor.
El Sabor. Oh, my director extraordinaire. Thank you for saving me. El Sabor. Sorry, guys, I messed that up. El Sabor. Check this out. Ty Diaz stopped by El Sabor to see what they have to offer.
All right, if you're looking for a place that has happy hour, I know a place in Lions Head, not too far from the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19, in Lions Head, right by the skier bridge. And if you're looking for their menu, once you get here, there's a QR code, and I'm taking a look at it right now. I'm talking about El Sabor, and it is a Latin American cuisine that you can find here, authentic Mexican food and tequila bar. And much like you, if you're sitting at a bar, let's order a drink. Let's meet the bartender, Holly, right now. Holly, welcome to Vail Daily Live. Thank you for having us.
Hello.
Known for your tequila bar, and you have a signature drink here. People love the micheladas, they love the margaritas, but you guys take it a little further. Everything is made in-house fresh ingredients. What do you have for
So
us
today we're going to do a jalapeno cilantro margarita.
Ooh.
So first we're going to use our jalapeno infused tequila with our triple sec. And so we'll do 1.5 ounces of the jalapeno tequila and 1/2 ounce of triple sec. We will add some fresh cilantro into that as well. A little bit of jalapeno bitters.
Wow.
That's what
Never
makes
heard
the
of
drink. All right. And our house-made margarita mix to top it off. Give it a little shake. And then that is your jalapeno cilantro margarita.
There it is, the training wheels. Got the lime right there, salt on the rim just the way we like it. Some like to use a straw, some don't like to use a straw, but for me, I'm gonna take this one to the head. Everything's so fresh.
So good.
And delicious. You ever get the salt? Yeah, it's time for another sip. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at, I'm really happy with this.
Glad you
I'm
like
sure you
it.
hear this all the time.
It's our most popular margarita by far. It's my personal favorite as well.
On that Sunday fun day, I'm sure people are looking for the hair of the dog, michelada.
Little michelada.
For those learning about what that is.
My favorite hair of the dog.
Oh, and what is a michelada?
So it's a beer of your choice, spices, and tomato juice. So we're gonna rim it with some tahini, which gives a little spicy finish at the end. Put just a couple ice cubes in there. And then we're going to take a couple dashes of hot sauce.
Whoa. Maybe that's the secret ingredient for hair of the dog, the spices?
A little bit of Worcestershire. Fresh squeezed lime juice. We'll use Pacifico in this case because that's what I usually do.
Pacifico?
Pacifico. You can use whatever you want, whatever your preference is. Top it off with tomato juice. Give it a little bit of a stir. And we'll top you off with a lime wedge.
Served
There
tall,
you go.
very similar to a Bloody Mary, but kind of like a bloody beer.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to take a taste of this one too. My first time having a michelada.
They're tasty.
It's probably your first time having one too. You can do so at El Sabor. Have to chase it back with something. To be responsible, thank you very much. So food's here. To be responsible, they say, even to help to make sure that you don't have a hangover, you should eat while drinking. Ty is double fisting again. All right, so food, we ordered ahead. What do I have here?
This is the barbacoa tacos. So our barbacoa is made in-house. It's marinated overnight. We top it with pickled onions, cotija cheese, cilantro, and then you get a choice of side. In this case, it's beans and rice, and a couple lime wedges.
El Sabor in Lion's Head. They have tacos. You have authentic Mexican food here. But the rumor has it that you are known for your burger.
Oh, the burgers. The burgers are the best. 2 double patties, but they're thin, and that's what makes it. It's the best. You got to come in for the burger.
Again, you can find El Sabor in Lion's Head, right by Skier Bridge outside, right by the Eagle Bound Gondola, number 19, on the snow, maybe 30 footsteps from the base. Happy hour, operate, 3 to 6 for your happy hour. Special
3 to 6
pricing.
every day, even on the weekends.
And the special pricing you have for during happy hour
Yep,
on
we've
drinks.
got $3 draft beers, $6 margaritas, 2 tacos for $5. You have the choice of chicken or carnitas. And then we also do a $10 burger. It's a bacon cheeseburger. Comes with a side of fries, and that's a good opportunity to come in and try our burger.
Looking around, as you can see, it is family friendly, and so are the price points. You can find El Sabor's menu online. And what's your website so they can check out the menu?
elsaborvail.com. Yep.
I have to take another bite. Thank you.
Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray of course right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
All right, we got a few minutes left here in the show. Just a reminder, January 14th, that's a week from yesterday. So this upcoming Saturday is the fireworks event. There it is right there. Starts at 5:30. They have complimentary schnapps and hot chocolate while it lasts. It'll probably go quick. The fireworks start at 6 o'clock. There is a lot of public transportation, so think about taking that rather than driving and get congested there in Avon. No pets. You don't want to bring your dogs to the firework display. Also, the Dine and Dogs thing happening on Vail Mountain. That can be found at discovervail.com. Very cool thing. There it is right there. That is every Sunday at 10:30 and 11:30, so something really neat to try, especially if the kiddos. Bring the kiddos there to meet those incredible avalanche dogs. Right now, we're going to take it back up to Heather. Heather Blackman up there in Beaver Creek. Heather, what's going on? Oh, you got a few people starting to accumulate behind you.
Definitely starting to come alive a little bit more. So lots of people starting to line up already and getting ready for that first chairs to spin.
And we're waiting for looks like the sun is like just about to crest over the hill there, so I think it's going to be a fantastic day. I'm seeing lots of blue sky up there, so definitely make sure you get your sunscreen on if you make it out today. It's going to be a chilly day, probably start off with. It may feel warmer as the sun comes out, but it's going to be a beautiful day. Are you planning on going up today there, Heather?
I am. My husband is going to be meeting us here right after the show closes and changing into some snowboarding gear and heading up the mountain.
Terrific. That's the way to go. Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us today. We apologize for the technical difficulties earlier, and we appreciate you guys sticking around. It happens. It's live TV, right? So on behalf of Heather Blackman, our director, Rachel O'Donnell, I am Billy Doran. You are watching Vail Valley Live every morning, 7:30 to 8:30 here on TV 17 outside television, as well as YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.